Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video of answering questions some of you probably never wanted me to answer. But today I'm going to be answering the question of, can you beat Fallout New Vegas without using any Stimpacks? I recently did this video with Fallout 4, so I decided why not do it with Fallout 76, because a lot of people thought I didn't actually beat the game without Stimpacks, and well, I mean, this is kind of me proving it, I guess? I don't really know. Anyway, I don't know the strategy for this game other than I know drain charisma. I always put a high amount of points into luck for the casino so I can get a decent-ish flow of caps coming in. But other than that, I don't really have any other strategy whatsoever. I talked to Dr. Mitchell. Basically, I really just BS my way through the exam. After that, I choose science, survival, and barter so I can have better prices with merchants. And then moving on to the rest of his exam, I picked Wild Wasteland and True Discipline because I really didn't have any other plan whatsoever. Again, I did no research whatsoever going into this video because I feel like that's just way more fun. But this is going to be the challenge. Obviously, you can see how ugly my guy is. I tried to make him as true to life as possible. Not to me, just to someone. I mean, I don't know who, but someone. By the way, I named him Sticky Joe because, well, why not? Also, I wanted to mention, I'm allowed to have Stimpacks in my inventory. I just can't use them. So a lot of people said that I had Stimpacks in my inventory, thought that was a fail. No, I can pick them up and have them, I just can't use them. If some of you are wondering, why would I have them if I can't use them? Well, I can sell it. Even if it's not a lot, anything I can sell for caps, for ammo, or armor, or food that I can use is way better than nothing. So yes, I kept them in my inventory to sell them. Got it? Good. Let's go. After I looted pretty much everything from his house, as you can see again, I don't know why, but you know what? You just get to live with the duality of the clips and wonder why later. I go back outside and the real game can finally get started. And by that I mean the tutorial section area. I get a training tutorial on how to shoot a gun from Sunny Smiles, which probably would have prevented me from getting shot in the first place. Why did I keep that second loop in there? I don't know, but you know what? We're just going with it anyway. I did as much of her little quest thing as I could, like the tutorial stuff, just so I could get more items and more experience, which is a boot. Plus, you get taught how to make healing powder, but if you kill the geckos, you can loot them for gecko meat, which you can cook into gecko steak, which again is another healing item that I can use because it's not a Stimpack. By the way, I talked to Joe Cobb. He insulted me by breathing in the same air as me, and I decided he would die eventually. But not today. But eventually, he would die. I don't know when. I talked to Ringo, who while he did commit the same thing, he decided that he would pay me and he offered to play a game. So I let Ringo live and decided to kill the powder gangers. I don't know what's going on. I can't tell if these guys are really shirtless or not, but we don't judge here. We kill indiscriminately. That's what makes us better than everyone else. We don't care who we kill. I went to sleep in a bed, which is allowed and is the main way I would restore my limb conditions after they're broken until I found doctor's bags. And doctor's bags are allowed, they're not Stimpacks. I don't want to keep saying this over and over. Anyway, I sold whatever I could to Chet so I could buy whatever few things I needed along the way, which yes, included my Stimpacks. By the way, I didn't know this at the time, but there is actually something you'll get to see at the end that proves I didn't use any. I set my game to not very hard, just regular hard, because I wanted to suffer, and I hadn't played this game in a while. I loaded up in my terrible hoodie and cowboy hat and decided I was off, to figure out eventually who shot me. But kind of a long way, I guess. I got into a fight with some powder gangers, which started out going pretty well. I mean, the varmint rifle does a decent amount of damage, and they don't take too many shots to kill, even in slow motion. But I did get into a fight that was a bit over my head. I switched to a single shotgun, but got my leg blown off by these guys. But you know what? His leg went off too. I guess he wanted mine for his. And then I got into a fight with some geckos, and this guy kept running after me. I didn't get the footage of me killing him, but I promise you I did kill him, although I don't remember who he is. Is he important or something? I don't know. I got way too many deaths trying to rescue Deputy Beagle from inside the thingy. I don't know what it's called, but I eventually got him out of there, and luckily for me, I can sneak him out here pretty easily because there's no one to really shoot at him. So I don't have to worry too much. I killed some ants on the way to Prim for some easy experience, and again, the more animals I kill, the more meat I have. I also killed Thomas. I don't know where he came from. I think there's someone else with his random encounter, but I didn't see them. All I know is Thomas breathed the same air as me, and he had the ugly foresight to come and talk to me thinking I wouldn't kill him. So this death is really his own fault here. He kind of consented to death as soon as he pulled out his pistol and shot me after I shot him. But yeah, no, it took a lot of shots, but he did eventually die. Oliver Swanwick came running at me, and I decided to put a bullet into him because, well, again, he decided to run towards me, and I didn't know what to do. No one make any jokes out of that. I talked to Volpes and Colta, who I'm actually kind of assuming he's got to be a furry of some kind. And then I found this board that said, "Let it all end." I'm assuming that means please stop letting Bethesda make games. I agree. And then I got blown up again, and I didn't think they took off my legs, just my arm. So I guess that's something new. Nope, there goes my leg. I met up with Boone, who asked me to help him out by finding out who sold his wife to him, and I decided I would. So naturally, I had him kill Jeannie Mae, and only then after did I go and acquire the evidence. See, we kill people, and then we get the proof on why they needed to die. Boone eventually agreed to join up with me, because I was right, and well, I wanted someone with me, but he didn't stay the whole time. I went to Helios 1 to just save myself some time and discover it, and then I went to meet up with Jessup, and by that I mean plot his demise. I killed him along with almost every great con there that I could because I knew I wouldn't be interacting with them. And then I became a guard at the Silver Rush because, well, I needed more money to pass the credit check, and I forgot that a casino existed. After that, I immediately went to a casino, and I did minor losing, but majorly gaining, so all in all, it's pretty good. And then I finally met Mr. House. He decided to try and spoil me and give me money and other things, so I was loyal to him. We started out by having to kill Benny, so I talked to Swank because I kind of wanted my guns on me to do this because I don't trust myself. Unfortunately, I didn't have any of the skills required to kill him in secret or anything, so I basically just had to fight his bodyguards while he fled. But it's okay. This is a big brain move. See, I don't have to worry about transporting the platinum chip to Caesar's Legion if he does it for me. They'll give it to me, because at this point I'm going to get pardoned for all my crimes anyway. I haven't committed any crimes yet, but I will eventually. That much I promise. House told me where to go. I kind of knew, but I needed a marker on my map to actually get there, so ooh-ah. I arrived there dressed in their custom attire to make them believe that I was their friend. Little did they know I would fully betray them in my ugly, bald head. Anyway, I got into a fight with, I need to stop saying anyway. I got into a fight with some slaves to try and get some actual affinity. See, I had a plan here. I needed high affinity for the NCR and Caesar's Legion, and that started with making Caesar believe I was going to do what he asked me when he gave me the platinum chip. This part of the plan was frankly genius. On my part, not on his. I met with Mr. House, and he told me what he had me do, and I killed all the Protectrons down there, because, well, of course you have to fight something down here. I bet the entire time Caesar's Legion thinks I'm actually destroying whatever's down here, and by that I mean Caesar, because Caesar doesn't tell his own Legion what he's doing, so whoop-de-doo. I installed the Platinum 2 chip upgrade, and finally made my way up, and killed Benny in ritual combat, because I ain't no bitch, like a certain legate you're gonna see later in the fight. Yeah, that's right, he is a bitch, and no one can convince me otherwise. I did some work with this guy, Aurelius of the Phoenix or something, because I needed a certain amount of affinity to get safe houses for the NCR and Caesar's Legion, which would give me stuff that I needed. So, here was the plan. It's a long-running loop, but for all the NCR troops that die, I get their dog tags. I turn those in, I get some affinity. Boomer, go away. Anyway. It started out with me beating up this one guy, and here's what's funny. For extra psychological torture, I convinced him that I was on his side and I was going to help him escape. That didn't end up happening. I almost killed this guy in here. Prisoners of war, we love committing war crimes every day. I ended up doing some more recon work and actually tested my NCR radio, which summoned this guy. See, here's the plan. I can summon these guys once every 24 hours, and granted, they'll still die, but I can teleport like I did here, and unfortunately I got shot full of bullets. I don't know why, so I just kind of let it happen until I saw it was an NCR trooper, and then when I died, I kind of realized I was in Legion armor. Anyway, I got sidetracked by what was happening. I saw House's demonstration, and the real game could finally begin, because I wasn't impressed at this point. I needed more. I needed money. That was what was keeping me loyal to House. Because yeah, he did pay consistently. Anyway, back to my actual plan. Yes, I said anyway again. Someone start counting how many times I say anyway in these videos. But So, my plan is, every 24 hours, I can spawn a new NCR trooper to follow me. Then, I can fast travel to like Cottonwood Cove or something, where he's going to die. Once he dies, I pick up his dog tag and I repeat the process. But I have to be in NCR territory to actually do this, so it took a long ass while. I did some questing for Jean Baptiste because I really didn't care whoever this companion is, because again, I just wanted caps. Got blinded by the light whenever I was at Helios 1, frankly thought about making a song for a little bit, ignored that idea and talked to George. I made a gamble with him that I'd be able to get through the bombing run. I don't remember if I ever went back. I lost one of my legs the first time, which really sucked, but not as bad as the second time where they took both of my legs. Those greedy bastards, what is it with my legs? On the inside, I actually met Pearl, and I wanted her help because I assumed that she would make things a little bit easier for me in the final fight. So I stuck a thingy into a hole, that's what she said, and it killed ants. I also talked to Jack and gave him some scraps so then I could do the final quest and made a rebreather out of my science skill, which was great that I had that, and finally time to get the B-29. I managed to get the bomber up in the air, kind of wish Boeing would hire me for a job, but hey, you know what, we're still here. And it's time to get moving on to the next part of the challenge. Pearl aligned her group to be loyal to me and to me alone. I appreciated that a lot. Next up, I ended up talking to Jason Bright. I don't remember why I came out here, but I know that I sent them into space because I didn't want to deal with them. I went to the Caesar's Legion safe house, thank God, and this is why I need it. So, there's a guy, this guy. He spawns every like anywhere from 1 to 3 days after you talk to him, and he can give you magazines, cat eye, or stealth boys. You'll never guess what I took. I obviously took the stealth boys. He gives you 2 and you can do this multiple times, so I abused this glitch a lot. The hard part was waiting a good few hours. And then the NCR gives me ammo and ranger gear. I really didn't care about what they had to give me because all they would give me is ammo. I had enough ammo for now. So we move on. I had to talk to a receptionist at Gamora so I could actually figure out what was going on here, and I knew that I had to start with Cachino, maybe? I don't know who these people are. And most of this one is really just a lot of investigating until a final fight. Like, I don't think I actually killed a single person until it was the bosses, where on my first attempt, I naturally died because I was in Benny's suit because I wanted to look nice. Can't have nice things anymore. Whenever I changed outfits back into my NCR armor, they were no match for me because their bullets could do big damage, but not as big as my big damage. And I got to keep the shotgun, so woohoo! Mr. House was glad with what I did, and I of course already did deal with Helios 1, but he wanted me to kill the Brotherhood. I was actually up for that. I grabbed Veronica for one specific reason, and one reason only. A lot of you know this, but if you have Veronica, she can get you right into the Brotherhood's bunker, and so I don't have to get hit with a collar or something, which is really nice in my opinion. I decided that I was going to just go ahead and pretty much straight away steal from the Brotherhood, using the Stimpacks that I had, not Stimpacks, Stealth Boys, I probably said that a lot, but Stealth Boys that I acquired from Caesar's Legion. I grabbed the key cards. And then, of course, I was curious. I did go out here to loot this one paladin, just because I wanted the power armor. I never learned how to use it, but I still had it, so it was kind of cool. And then I popped the Stealth Boy, and then turned on the self-destruct authorization thing. Why did I pop a Stim Boy? I thought it would... I keep saying almost Stimpack, it's a Stealth Boy. You'll see at the end, I promise. I don't know how to mod or anything before anyone brings that up. I almost died on the escape, because I thought the Stealth Boy would have protected me. It did not, despite my really, really wanting it to. But it didn't, so we chugged a good amount of healing items, which included things like Sunset Sarsaparillas, Med-X, Doctor's Bags, which I've already stated are allowed because they are not Stimpacks. And I also did a lot of healing powder because, well, it's healing powder. It's fucking great. And then I finally escaped the bunker and completed the quest. There wasn't a cool explosion or anything, so I had to just take the quest marker's word for it. Hal seemed satisfied. One thing I didn't actually realize, my NCR fame wasn't high enough after I sided with House, so I couldn't actually go to the Hoover Dam and help take care of Kimball. Kinda sucked. I didn't know what would happen at first, and I got it reconfirmed when this guy said that President Kimball is dead. And I was like, well, that's honestly kind of cool that you don't have to go there. But I did some questing for the NCR, and I discovered the location of Vault 22 because I had never been here. I didn't go inside, I just discovered it. And then I did some more work for the Rangers until this guy ended up killing himself, which kinda sucks, but hey. Again, at this point, I'm just doing quests to level up for the final battle because I know I'm severely underprepared with my Stimpacks, or lack of. I powered up the power station because Mr. House told me to, and snuck out like a ninja thanks to my stealth boy. I cannot speak today, good god. And then the final battle really began. This was a hell of a long time. Like, I started recordings fresh for this level alone, and there were like 3 separate recordings for most of this, and then I'm not even going to talk about fucking Leggett. Fuck that guy, man. I mean, no, I don't go that way, but you know what I mean. At this point, I don't care. I died quite a lot of times throughout this entire mission, and I managed to just really throw an easy lie and get past these NCR troopers, died again, and then I got stuck from these guys. See, they pop out with anti-material rifles. I don't have that. And they deal big damage from a range. And I thought these guys were all about melee weapons. It's only unfair when it kills me. I died here like 45 times, guys. And then I finally got the good drop on them with the stealth boy and a grenade launcher. I don't think it was Thump Thump. I think I accidentally left that at home. But yeah, no. Like, I legit died like 35 to 40 times just from these guys alone because I couldn't get it right. But oh boy, I was so prepared to dance on this guy's grave for the rest of eternity when I finally killed him. It was beautiful. It was really beautiful. I took their armor and their anti-material rifles as well. Then the Leggett. This fucker wouldn't fight me one-on-one, so now I'm going to refer to him as Leggett Bitch. Leggett Bitch versus Sticky Joe is the infinite battle that will never happen. But he took a lot more attempts, because again, my healing items do healing over time, not exactly at a fast rate. God, my chair. And so I chugged as much as I could, but it didn't always work. And even in his armor, I died again, probably close to 50 times on here. And guys, I had 3 separate recordings, but I finally got lucky when I hit him with the critical headshot that did a lot of damage from an anti-material rifle. Unfortunately, couldn't get another shot before he talked to me again, which kind of sucked. But it's okay, because I had a plan indeed. I say the first thing that pricks him into a fight, and then I immediately aim and I fire at the head with a 95% chance of hitting a guaranteed critical headshot that finally kills him. You may call me a coward, but I saved immediately. Guys, at this point, I had been trying this single boss fight for close to 30 to 45 minutes at this point, so I was fine with it. And I remembered he had 2 goons up there that were coming, so I quickly reloaded and prepared to fire at them. My initial plan was to take one of them out long range, but I thought I could do it without the VATS. I couldn't. So I quickly popped into VATS again and tried to aim for the head. Did it work? No. It almost did. But again, I was okay if these guys had killed me right here, because again, I had already made progress, so I decided to fight them man-to-man with the Liberator. Do I know why? No. God, no, I never know why I do anything. For all I know, this could have been the worst tactic ever, and it probably was, because I had a light machine gun I could have pulled out to damage these guys from a range. But I did a little bit of damage there. Melee combat's not nearly as bad in this game as it is in Fallout 4. Who knows, maybe I'll do a Fallout 4 only playthrough just so I have to experience all of that painful combat. But with this one, it's not too bad. The Praetorian Guards do a lot of damage, so I decided that I would need to switch back over to my light machine gun. VATS was a great thing. I had steady and a ton of jet, so I was able to make sure that my action points were regenerating at a good speed. And with steady keeping my weapon spread down, it was honestly really effective at taking them out. I tried taking this guy out with not using too much VATS, or at least not loading it up. I don't know why I didn't do that, but he did eventually die. And oh boy, I came. I'm just kidding. I came to collect his helmet. That's what I was going to say. I don't know why you guys would assume different. I collected the Leggett's helmet and the blade because Leggett Bitch was gone. Leggett Westy was what is happening. And of course, yeah, I swung at him a few times. He's pretty damn ugly if you haven't noticed. I was in Benny's suit because I wanted to negotiate with Oliver, making him believe that I should be the overlord of the strip after Mr. House. Actually, I take that back. I'm still loyal to Mr. House for the money, but nothing else. He may be my sugar daddy, but oh boy, does money talk. Unfortunately, I also didn't want to fight the NCR Rangers because I was in no mood after this point, and so the first time, General Oliver put me full of bullets as well as his Rangers, so I died. The second time around, I immediately VATS'd Oliver, and then I had a genius idea. Anyone can be General Oliver now that he's dead. Anyone can be him, including me. So while the Securitrons were starting to deal with these guys, I took a couple of shots, or I thought I would, and then I decided to steal his clothing and become General Oliver. Because I really wanted to be General Oliver for some reason. And then, as General Oliver, Mr. House was about to come and talk to me, but I knew this would be my last chance. So before this game ended, I quickly opened up my Pip-Boy, and it took me a second to find it, but it's in the stats section where I can see all the things I've done, which includes Stimpacks used. You'll see it has 0. So therefore, I beat the game without using any Stimpacks. I hope you all had a fantastic day. I know this video's been a little chaotic. I had errors making it work and everything. But again, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what future challenges you guys would want to see in any future videos. Have a great day.